I love days like this so much. Just like sitting down in the morning with my oatmeal. I love like this. I love doing work like this. I love being awake in the morning. I love the coziness of being with my coffee and my oatmeal. It's like all those little tiny things, and I don't know. I love sitting here with my silly little iced latte in the cold blue hue of the morning and just getting to work and like living. It just being awake in times like this just like warms my soul. It gives me so much time to like think freely, and I just have found such an appreciation for like this specific element of my life, like waking up early and having like a nice little morning routine. I just love this, and I found myself like lucky enough to be thinking that a lot recently. I love this. I don't know, I've like been trying to journal a lot more, and I think it's been having like a legitimate effect on like my health and my mental health specifically, and my happiness. I've been trying to practice appreciation and gratefulness a lot more, and everyone always says that your mind is like more powerful than you ever imagine, and I don't have telepathy, so I never really like believed in that sort of thing. But after practicing a lot more gratitude and appreciation, or trying to acknowledge parts of my life that I once took for granted, has like affected me so positively and has made me realize that things I once took for granted are like core elements of like my overall day-to-day happiness. Like this, like my oatmeal and my latte in the morning, and being able to just sit down and write in like this like quiet, peaceful time of the day. I just love it so much, and I've been thinking about that for a lot of things recently. So I don't know, I just want to talk about some of the things that I've been happy about recently, that have been making me happy, that I've been trying to appreciate more in my life. Kind of talk about the importance of appreciation and gratefulness. So I don't know, just something a little wholesome for you guys as we get into these colder months, which speaking of, one cause of my happiness has definitely been the changing seasons. Everything is better in the fall. Just everything. From finally being able to layer outfits to the beautiful aromas that waft through the newly crisp air. I love fall. The sweaters, don't even get me started on the sweaters. For me, it really is all-encompassing. Like, I just feel this warmth and comfort radiating when it's overcast outside and there's leaves on the ground. A lot of people get seasonal depression, and I think that I'm lucky enough to say that if I don't get the opposite, then it's at least a lesser amount. I love the dark. I don't know what it is, but being able to see the cold just makes me so appreciative of being warm and alive inside. To be as cozy as I possibly can be. In summer, I feel like I have to be doing something 24/7 because the stupid sun is always screaming at me, but in fall, everything is quiet. It's slower. I can think, enjoy myself at my own pace. Again, everything is just more enjoyable in the fall. The arrival of academia, the craziness of college football, and the beautiful cycle of nature taking a deep exhale. It's like the world itself is taking a break for a second, telling us to calm down, warm up, get cozy in a nice blanket with a good book, and drink some warm apple cider. I know I'm romanticizing this season a lot, but I just associate fall with pure comfort. And as I've been trying to think about what I've been grateful for recently, I realize a lot of those things have to do with giving me that feeling of warmth that just makes the fall so comfortable. Like For example, my family. I have grown and developed such an appreciation for being home and surrounded by people that I love. I mean, not to get all sappy and pardon the mess, but it just feels right to be home in these fall months. It's fall break right now, and I just knew that I had to come home. It's just so comforting here. It was like the memories of my childhood were pulling me back to the place where I needed to be, with the people I love more than anything. They really give me the warmth that makes fall so special. And I think that relates to my next source of happiness, which has been trying to facilitate having a more clear headspace. I've gone over before how I love to consume media, and video essays in particular are a guilty pleasure of mine. I have a fantastic video essay playlist ranging in the couple thousands, and I realized that consuming that amount of content in the way that I was making me not even enjoy what I was watching. It was just mindless. I stopped caring about picking what I was watching. I was using media to inhibit critical thinking skills instead of promoting them. I was using media to distract instead of to learn, and that just filled my day-to-day normal life with so much extra noise. Do I really need to be watching a 3-hour long retrospective on a video game that I've never played before whenever my day is silent? Probably not. I could be coming up with my own ideas, doing something, I don't know, thought-provoking. Using media to distract and busy my daily life has only made it more chaotic, so taking a step back and having a clear headspace has really helped. I'm not always listening to something, I'm not always distracted, and like I said previously, having a clear headspace actually lets me be able to think clearly and express myself. I wasn't developing original ideas or opinions when just mindlessly consuming media and taking whatever they said for my own. All I was doing was consuming and ingesting other people's thoughts. I want to have some autonomy, I want to have some media literacy, I want to be the one speaking their mind on topical issues like video games, because those are important. So that's why I made this sort of media resonance calendar. I know it's impossible to see right now, but it's just a way for me to keep track of everything that I'm seeing and watching, and allows me to kind of actually engage more critically with the media I consume. I'm able to make active recall questions that I can go back to at other points to test myself and try to remember that information. I'm not perfect. I don't do it with every single piece of media I consume, but I find that it also incentivizes me to consume less in general, which is still a positive, to be honest. This is small, but taking in the noise that the world has for me is always more satisfying than taking in the sound of some angry YouTuber decrying a piece of content I've never experienced, or the sound of my friends' days, the crash of an exam they didn't study for, the sharp whistle of a song they listened to that reminded them of something warm. I love talking. I love having conversation. I love hearing people. I love to listen. Just as much as I love silence. Like I said, the fall beckons peace and invites a quiet blanket over all the senseless noise in the world. There is nothing more comforting to me than getting up in the morning, the world cloaked in a deep, ethereal blue, and just working. Getting right to it during the quiet moments of the day gives me a different clarity than the noisy afternoon. When the sun's out, everyone's awake, and work actually feels like work. But now, here, with just me and whatever I have to do, it never feels strenuous. Everything is effortless when you feel motivated. I love to learn, and I feel like my learning happens so organically when it's quiet, cozy, cold, and warm. I could work for hours if it was like this all the time. I'm on my way to pick up my pre-ordered Spider-Man 2 copy and Super Mario Wonder. Dropped an absolute bag on these games, but it's so worth it. I'm like giddy. I'm like giddy because, okay, I need to hold the microphone consistently. I'm giddy because I don't like go out and buy myself video games often. It's usually not something that I'm like that excited for, but these two games are some of my favorite characters, favorite IP, favorite franchises, and they both actually look like incredible, just beyond incredible. So I'm gonna STFU and go get these freaking games. I love video games so much. I'm not sure if I make it like as a parent as, you know, it actually is. There are so many good games coming out recently. I have Batman on right now just because I haven't really been playing too many games on my PS5. I'm still finishing Tears of the Kingdom. I'm almost done with that. I bought Pikmin 4. I have Armored Core 6. And I just picked up Super Mario Wonder and Spider-Man 2 for the PS5. I'm so incredibly excited to play these. I love video games so much. I love talking about them probably as much as I love playing them. The developers, like filmmakers, craft an experience that psychologically guides the viewer, or in this case the player, down a certain path towards an emotional response or to have a certain experience that is truly unlike anything you can get from any other medium. They can be artful, silly, frustrating, all or none of those things, but at the end of the day, video games are just art. They are some of the greatest experiences I've ever had with any type of media. And to continue with the pattern of me just feeling this overarching warmth in the fall, the colder months are the perfect time to play video games. Because it's actually cold outside and a little gray and overcast, it'll make me feel so cozy inside and okay with just playing video games for hours and hours and hours on end with no other responsibilities except to lose myself in some truly immersive experiences. I'm so excited to play these games. And these meaningful interactions with media always leave me feeling inspired. Today has been absolutely clutch. I just woke up from a little nap because I finished editing and doing all of my homework for the day because I just didn't have too much I needed to do at work, and my internship my shift got canceled. Until that I just woke up. I love days like this where it's just like my schedule just opens up completely because my class got canceled too. That's what I was gonna say. My class got canceled. So I didn't have much to do at my work shift. My internship got canceled and my class got canceled. So I have like literally nothing I need to go to today, which means like I'm just gonna work on creating stuff. I'm really excited about this idea for a new mixed media animation, so I think I'm gonna start working on that. And it really does show that like during my free time, like one of the things that does give me like the most life is creating. So let's get to it. I've been feeling more excited to experiment and create than ever. Life isn't as full when I exist passively. Using my hands to actualize my ideas makes me feel like I'm actually doing something. Yeah, I am beyond lucky enough to enjoy my schoolwork, but the work that really brings me life is the stuff that expresses who I am, challenges me to be more creative, pushes me to learn and develop a creative voice. I don't know if it's the fall weather again, but something recently has been making me excited to put more energy into my work, and the result has only been instant satisfaction. Which brings me to the last part of my life that's been making me happy as of late. Happiness itself. I've come to learn that appreciation is cyclical. By taking the time to acknowledge what makes you happy, you become more aware of your own happiness. And now I just find myself waking up like actually excited to live in the moment, to experience the day, for as cheesy as that sounds. And the fact that I can like really feel that each and every morning, you know, admittedly to like varying degrees, I think really speaks to the power of appreciation. I never really realized it, and it sounds stupid. I still don't know if this is the right way to explain it, but being happy and awareness of my happiness just makes me more happy. And I guess then that's the ultimate message of this vlog. Appreciate. Notice when you're happy, what makes you happy, and prioritize those things. Take account of all of the beautiful moments in life, and it will only continue to blossom, no matter how big or small they are. The air is crisp instead of frigid and cold, or this homework assignment is a chance at a learning opportunity instead of a chore. I don't mean to be pretentious. I know how it can come off as really self-absorbed to just make an entire video about how happy I've been recently, but I didn't really make this to just brag. I made this video to share how I managed to become more happy in life, in case it can be at all applicable to anyone else out there who could also stand to keep life from being a little too negative. I made this video to share what I found makes me happy, in case that can resonate with anybody else, and I don't know, maybe my happiness can spread to other people too. At least, I hope so. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.